Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we're talking about Wexford County, Michigan, has formally announced the most serious charges yet in the death of 22-year-old, 39-week pregnant Rebecca K. Park. In a courtroom hearing this afternoon, which we're going to get to, Rebecca's biological mother, Cortney Bartholomew, and her stepfather, Brad Bartholomew, were charged with first degree unaliving, felony unaliving, torture, unlawful imprisonment, and multiple counts related to the and death of an unborn child. Both were denied bond. Rebecca was found in the Manistee National Forest and the still unresolved disappearance of her baby. Prosecutors outlined the details today about how they believe the crime unfolded. Wait till you hear it. And why Rebecca's immediate family is now at the very center of this case. Think about it. Rebecca's birth mother, her fiancé, who she was pregnant with the child, her sister, and her stepfather, the ones that you should be able to trust the most, is the one the prosecutors say ended her life. A lot to talk about on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me
Thank you,
off,
Jamie. Love
judged
you,
by the
baby.
gloss, not the
Thank you
cost.
so
But
much.
God
Appreciate
don't
you.
build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curves, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Excuse me. Well, hello, hello, hello on this late night edition. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is December 2nd, 2025. It is currently 11:57 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Yeah. Hey everyone, Insomniac Edition. That's right, Mama Dukes. How you doing? Hello, Kristen. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Susie B said, so they wanted a baby. Then they are going. Then what are they going to do? How would that explain any of this? Well, we're going to get to it. What's the name of the song? It's called Pearls, Holy and Hood, and it is on the channel here under videos. I just released it the other day. Okay, guys. Um, thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate it. Guys, this case is, I am telling you, it's, it's, sometimes you just don't think. I mean, there are so many cases that just bad, really bad things that happen. But this is just betrayal and bad. I mean, all of them are betrayal, but your mother, your fiancé who made this baby with you. What the hell? Your stepfather and your sister. Come on. Craziness. Jamie, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you giving 5 12 messages. You received one of those 12 messages in our giveaway. Thank you. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for being a member here on the Pearl family as well. And if you received one of those pearl necklaces, give our girl Jamie a big, big thank you. Really do appreciate you, Miss Jamie, very, very much. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and share the live out for extra bonus points. And if you want Santa to be good to you and you don't want to be on the naughty list, okay? Okay. All right, so let's get on with it. At first, I'm going to tell you what went on today, and then you're going to see it with your own eyes. The court that happened today. And just a warning because it's chilling. It's about 20 minutes long. And what they say mm, 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 happened is beyond. The Associated Press did something today, and we're going to pull that one up first. No, we're not going to do that one first. We're going to go on with this one. The autopsy came back the other day, and that's when they did confirm that indeed Rebecca's baby was not with her. They do believe the baby is deceased, and I kind of told you guys that last night that um it's small minds sometimes they whatever they I don't know if people think they're going to like do a cesarean after they unalive someone. It's not that simple. They had originally um or they were going to do a court yesterday, but they needed some more time, so they did it today. Cortney Bartholomew charges today is count one to commit offensive unalive homicide unalive in the first degree premeditated. That means they got a lot of information on you, Miss Cortney. That's what that means. And I have told you guys, in my opinion is not a fact, but just my opinion. I believe Cortney Bartholomew is and has and was the ringleader in this. She is the biological mother of Rebecca. Yes, premeditated, pre-planned, executed, and carried out, right? Count two, alleged to commit the offense of homicide, felony, unaliving, punishable for up to life, and DNA taken upon request. Count three, alleged offense of torture. Torture. Think about that. There is so much, when you really think about this case, there is so much depravity in this, right? So much. Because I keep saying it over and over, guys, but this is your birth mother, which, and again, they had shared this Cortney had been with the same man that Rebecca was. He is a piece of work, an RSO, all of that. Count four, alleged committed offense to conspiracy to get torture up to life and $10,000 fine. To assault of a pregnant individual or potentially causing miscarriage, stillbirth, punishable to life. Commit conspiracy to commit assault from an individual intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. Uh, and then alleged to commit a offense of unlawful imprisonment up to $20,000. Remember, this mother gave an interview saying, I don't know, she got in a car in the middle of the night and I just don't know what happened to her. You had absolutely, in my opinion, and I agree with the prosecutors, that you pre-planned this and carried this out. And count eight, commit offense of dead bodies. And that says removing without medical examiner's permission, misdemeanor up to 1 year and or $500. Now we're going to go to Mr. Brad Bartholomew. Let me just get you a little. These are the two that we are talking about today. Let me just show you this briefly. Here the two demons are, as far as I'm concerned. They say now, Brad, in my opinion, is the one that's done the talking. A lot of people said that he's afraid of Cortney. I don't know. He may be, may not be. I don't know. But he didn't say anything, so you're up the boat without a paddle too. Here is Brad Bartholomew's charges. Count one, offense with homicide, unaliving in first degree, premeditated. Two, alleged to commit an offense of homicide, felony, unaliving, punishable by life, and DNA take upon request. Count three, alleged to commit offense of, again, torture. Count four, to offense to conspiracy to get torture. Count five, alleged committed offense of assault of a pregnant individual or potentially causing miscarriage or stillbirth. Count six, committed offense conspiracy to commit assault from an individual intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That can be up to life or any time of years or up to $10,000 fine. Count 7, alleged commit of offense of unlawful imprisonment up to 15 years and or fine of $20,000. Count 8, commit offense of dead bodies removing without medical examiner permission, and that is up to a year misdemeanor, 1 year in jail or $500 fine or both. Okay. All right. So a couple things that we are going to get to today is happening. Let me Up North Live, they've been doing a great job on this. So is 9 and 10 News. They've done a really great job. Credit goes.
Two family members of Rebecca
happened to the 22-year-old
Bartholomew in court today on 8 charges each.
Now we are warning you, the details of this case are very difficult to
We're gonna
hear.
watch it all in a
Tony
minute.
Lundy joins
Just
us
tight,
live
guys.
from the Wexford County Courthouse, where the couple was charged with the murder of Rebecca and her baby. Tony, what was the atmosphere like inside that courtroom today?
Well, Melissa and Mark, the courtroom was packed with family, friends, and others from the community, all hopeful to find answers on this month-long case. But many left that courtroom today heartbroken.
The graphic details laid out by the prosecuting attorney describing what investigators say led to the death of Rebecca Park and her baby. The accused, Rebecca's biological mom, Cortney Bartholomew.
And we cannot forget, let us not forget that Rebecca is a mother of 2. She didn't have her babies. Her adopted mother had her babies. Hey, Maurice, good to see you, honey. They have not found the baby, no, but they do believe the baby is not alive. And, you know, keep just their family in your prayers. The adopted family, and her kids, and just the good people and the community around there, because they've been really good. There was a lot of RSOs around them, you know.
Bartholomew and stepdad, Brad Bartholomew.
They brought Rebecca Park to their home. They forced her into a vehicle and took her into the woods, where they stabbed her, forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out of her, ultimately causing her death and the death of the baby.
The courtroom was filled with the same people who desperately searched for Rebecca after she was reported missing 1 month ago. And now, hearing the details that led to her death left many visibly distraught. The prosecutor asking the judge to leave no room for leniency.
This is as heinous and as awful a case as it could be. And I don't believe there are any circumstances in which Mr. Bartholomew should be granted any bond.
The judge did agree, ordering both Cortney and Bradley Bartholomew to continue being held without bond and are ordered to not have communication with one another from the jails. Live in Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
Thanks for those
And
updates,
so
Tony.
we're going to get to that right now. And I just want to warn you that this is not going to be easy to listen to at all. It's evil personified, as they say. Let me just show you this real quick. This was a photo by Gus Burns from M Live that he took the community. The community has just been great. Every time, you know, something like this happens, it's sad to see, but it also, you know, with anything, there's good with the bad. But I just want to say that you guys, not just here, but any case, just inspire me, that just the goodness of your hearts is just amazing to me. And it's been snowing up there. And of course, they're writing justice for Rebecca in the snow. And so what you're about to hear is it's something. And Again, this is the early parts of it. Wait till trial happens. I just can't imagine what poor Rebecca went through, and she was better than all of these people combined. I just wish, ladies, if there is any of you out there that is around anything like this, get out. Get out, and get out as quick as you can. You are better than this. I know that people might beat you down by words and say all of these horrible things, but you are so better than this. You deserve better, and especially for your kids. Ask for help. I can tell you any one of these locals would have helped you out. I promise you. Men too, absolutely. Thank you, Roswell.
Recording, broadcasting, or live streaming except permitted pursuant to Administrative Order 1989-1 is prohibited. In a courtroom, no one may use portable electronic device to take photographs or audio or video recording, broadcasting, or live streaming unless that use is specifically allowed by the judge presiding over the courtroom. That is not allowed. Outside of the courtroom, in areas of the courthouse other than the courtrooms, no one may photograph, record, broadcast, or live stream an individual without that individual's express.
Okay, so this is Brad Bartholomew right here.
Bradley Bartholomew.
This is the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Bradley Allen Bartholomew, case number 254995FY. We are here for an arraignment. Mr. Bartholomew, did you have the...
Now, as the other two have been charged on unrelated charges as of now, but those are expected to be increased as the days unveil. They have not found the baby yet. However, Maurice, they did take some barrels and stuff to do some testing, but they do believe that the baby is not alive, and you will see that in
opportunity to meet with somebody from the defender's office either yesterday or today?
Yes.
I have a complaint that alleges that on or about November 3rd, 2025, in Antioch Township and or Boone Township of Wexford County.
Pink Warrior, thank you so much, my friend. Welcome back to the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, guys. Good to see you. Appreciate your renewal. Oops, your Pearl necklace there. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, here we go.
It is alleged in count number 1 that you committed the offense of homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated. That is a felony punishable by up to life in prison without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 2, it is alleged that you committed the offense of homicide, felony murder. That is a felony punishable by up to life without parole and DNA to be taken upon.
Thank you so much, Bo. Appreciate you. 16 months. You're an OG girl. Thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate you. Your support. Hugs, Justin. You're such good. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you for your support, truly.
On arrest. Both of those charges involve Rebecca Park. In count number 3, it is alleged that you committed the offense of torture. That is a felony punishable by up to life or any term of years, and consecutive sentence may be imposed under MCL 750.506 if the assault happened in a place of confinement. In count number 4, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit torture. That is a felony punishable by up to life and or any term of years. And
no, the Michigan does not have the death penalty at all. They were the first state in the United States to actually abolish the death penalty. So absolutely not. Michigan does not have the death penalty at all whatsoever. And thank you so much, Pink Warrior, renewing that and being 18 months. That's amazing. You're an OG Pink Warrior along with Bo. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, they were the absolute first. Do you know when the only thing you can do, the only reason you can do death penalty in Michigan is for treason, and they abolished the death penalty back in 1846. I think it's 1846, 1846 or 1848. I can't remember. But yes, they were the first in the United States to abolish it. Joanne, thank you so much, my dear, for 15 months, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you so much, Joanne. Appreciate you very much for your support and those kind words. Truly means so much to me. Really does. Thank you. Someone wants to check. I think it's 1846.
A $10,000 fine and consecutive sentence may be imposed and happen in the place of confinement. And count number 5, it's alleged that you committed the offense of assault, pregnant individual, intentionally causing miscarriages, stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. And count number 6, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit assault, pregnant individual, intentionally causing.
She was. I don't know if it's federal or state, honey. That's a good question. I will check on that. I'll check on that. We'll see. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Maurice. Thank you so much, honey. Really do appreciate that. Very kind of you. You received one of those pearl necklaces. Make sure you give our beautiful Miss Maurice a big, big thank you. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you. Very kind of you, my dear. She could say thank you to our beautiful Maurice, who is down in the land down under, enjoying her summer right now as we're up here freezing our testes off.
Miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years and or $10,000. And count number 7, it is alleged that you committed the offense of unlawful imprisonment. That is a felony punishable by up to 15 years in prison and or a fine of $20,000. And count number 8, it's alleged that you committed the offense of dead bodies removing without medical exam or permission.
Just got that information. Rebecca was found on federal land. Rebecca's body was recovered at the Manistee National Forest, which is U.S. federal land. Manistee National Forest is managed by the U.S. Forest Service, which is part of the Department of Agriculture, and it is a federal jurisdiction, not a state-owned, obviously. So although Michigan State Police and local agencies handled the primary investigation, the location itself is federal property, which can allow federal agencies like the FBI, which they have, I think they have helped on this case, by the way, so this could absolutely lead to federal charges. I hope they don't get federal prison, and federal prison is generally more comfortable, and I think they deserve to be under the prison.
That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year and or $500. Additionally, the prosecution has elected to charge you as a habitual fourth offender, which means that you have at least 3 prior either attempted or completed felonies in your past. That makes those felonies punishable by more than 5 years up to life offenses. Do you understand those charges and potential penalties?
No Australians in here.
On felony complaints, you have certain rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can't.
That's a good point. Federal equals death sentence. I think they could potentially overrule that. Federal always overrules state federal law. So that is true because she is on federal land. I don't foresee them doing the penalty, but it's very possible they could.
And will be used against you. You also have the right to have an attorney present during any questioning that you consent to, and you have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to be represented by an attorney, and if you could not afford one will be appointed to represent you at public expense, but you may be required to repay a portion of that expense. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Today, do you plan to hire an attorney, represent yourself, or request the appointment of an attorney?
Request an appointment attorney.
The court will make a referral to the public defender's office for the appointment of an attorney, will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and will set the matter for a preliminary examination. That's a hearing that's held here in the district court within 21 days.
Who is these ladies right here? These are the prosecutors.
At that hearing, the prosecution will be required to prove two things. One, probable cause that these crimes had occurred, and two, probable cause that you were the person who committed the offense. If the prosecution is not able to do that, the case will be dismissed. But if they are able to do that, you'll be ordered to stand trial in circuit court.
You know, I always, in any case I do, I always try to put myself in the victim's, you know, like, what are they thinking? Thinking about this seriously for a moment. And I know for kids, it's got to be very confusing. But your mom, your stepdad, the man you have a fiancé to, that you're carrying his baby, and your sister drive you out, maybe to this land, you, and then proceed to cut the baby out of you. Yeah, your whole inner circle, Nikki. Do you know those few seconds how just fucking confusing and betrayal that is?
Prior to the preliminary examination, there will be a probable cause conference, which is where your attorney and the prosecutor will get together to see if there's a way to resolve.
Now, I want to be clear. The only people that has been charged with MURDER at this time is Rebecca's birth mother, Bartholomew. I can never think of her first name. It's I'll get it in a second. Bear with me. I'll think of it in just a second. I can't think of her. It's a very easy name. Cortney Bartholomew, and his name is Bradley Bartholomew. Those are the only two that's been charged with MURDER. Stepsister and fiance, they have been charged with unrelated, but they've got a very high bail.
The case. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Mr. Bartholomew, you met with somebody from the Community Corrections Department and gave them a mailing address, email, and a telephone number. Is that information all accurate?
Yes.
You also have the right to have a bond set. Your bond is based upon the probability of you appearing at future court appointments, the seriousness of the offense charged, and the threat that you pose to the public. Historically, counsel, I show in 01 there was a forgery, 02 in receiving and concealing, 200 to 1,000, 05 malicious destruction of property, 200 to 1,000, 06 driving the license suspended second, 06 driving the license suspended, 08 driving the license suspended, and 10 driving the license suspended second, 10 driving the license suspended, and 11 an attempted CSC 3, 11 larceny, 1,000 to 20,000. Also in 11, there's an attempted larceny in a building and a joyride, driving the license suspended, and another driving the license suspended. In 14, there's a failed to comply with SORA requirements. 17, failed to comply with SORA requirements is in second. In 21, operating without a license. 24 failed to comply with SORA. In 97, there was a set aside for receiving concealing $100 or less, not shown in his CCH, but on the local record.
No.
There is an NSF check over $100 for
Stepdad is not the father, but Courtney's man, he's been charged. 1 second. The RSO, Richard Lee Falor, that's Rebecca's fiance. He also dated Rebecca's mom, Cortney, at one time. He's been charged with delivering 2 counts of delivering methamphetamines, and he's being held on a $1 million bail. Kimberly Park, Rebecca's sister, she's been charged with tampering with evidence in a criminal case, lying to police officers during a violent crime investigation, filing a false report of a felony, and her bond is set at $750,000. Neither one of them are charged with MURDER at this time, but I'm sure more charges are pending.
That's 2000. The driving license suspended from 2005. There was a driving license suspended. There was 6 driving license suspended. And 21 failed to display the license. I had reviewed the praxis. The praxis scores him at a risk level 4. Any comment regarding bond, Mr. Hartel?
Yes, Your Honor. We, of course, respect these are extremely serious allegations. Without disputing the fact that this defendant does have a prior criminal history, obviously, some of those prior criminal histories are also very serious. I would ask the court to note none of those were for these type of allegations. I have represented this defendant in the past, and what I would say is, to my recollection, he's always stayed in contact with the defender's office. He's always been to court when we asked him to be to court, if I recall correctly. I don't believe there ever been any flight risk concerns. He does have strong ties to the community. The address that I have, and I won't say it on the record, but it is the one that he's given us before, and I don't doubt he continues to have strong ties to the community. I know he's extremely low income, so I would ask the court to factor that in when setting a bond. I do realize there will almost certainly be a monetary bond, but I ask the court to factor that in. I also ask the court to consider non-monetary bond conditions for public safety when deciding if it can be on the lower end of that. I don't doubt he would comply, as he's always complied with all bond conditions. Perhaps no contact with alleged co-conspirators, GPS tether, house arrest, things of that nature. But again, I just ask the court to factor in everything that's been said so far today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Garrett.
Thank you. The people are going to ask the court to deny bond in this matter. Under MCR 6.106B1, the court may deny pretrial release to a defendant charged with murder. He is charged with first-degree premeditated murder and felony murder, along with several other heinous crimes. In this case, we have 2 individuals that created a plan. They conducted research. They brought Rebecca Park to their home. They forced her into a vehicle and took her into the woods, where they stabbed her, forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out of her, ultimately causing her death and the death of the baby. This is
Look at this poor woman here.
as heinous and as awful a case as it could be.
Yes. Yes. They forced her into the woods, stabbed her, and while she is dying, they take the baby out of her. Why? Allegedly, Courtney was taking fertility pills. I mean, this is depravity like you can't imagine. I feel so sorry for this woman right here.
House arrest, things of that.
Thank you. The people are going to ask the court to deny bond in this matter. Under MCR 6.106B1, the court may deny pretrial release to a defendant charged with murder. He is charged with first-degree premeditated murder and felony murder, along with several other heinous crimes.
Audience.
In this case, we have two individuals that created a plan. They conducted research. They brought Rebecca Parker.
They created a plan. They conducted research. Remember, this is premeditated. Yes, exactly, double sunflowers. They planned it. They researched it.
To their home. They forced her several other heinous crimes. In this case, we have two individuals that created a plan. They conducted research. They brought Rebecca Park to their home. They forced her into a vehicle.
They brought her to her home. They forced her in a vehicle, and they took her
into the woods, where they stabbed her, forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out of her, ultimately causing her death and the death of the baby. This is as heinous and as awful a case as it could be.
the audience. Oh my God. Yeah, these people right here. They're just, I mean, I just cannot imagine when this goes to trial, if these people just don't take it, a plea deal, and just say, I'm taking this plea deal, you know, send me up this creek without a paddle. However, I'm not sure Cortney Bartholomew will do that. She is, in my opinion, Satan in the flesh.
And I don't believe there are any circumstances in which Mr. Bartholomew should be granted any
She's
bond.
jealous of the daughter.
Thank you. As it could be. And I don't believe there are any circumstances in which Mr. Bartholomew should be granted any bond.
And I don't think there should be any circumstances that Mr. Bartholomew should be granted any bond.
Thank you.
And I and the prosecutor and the DA absolutely agree. I agree.
The court does find, based on the probable cause affidavits that I have read, the search warrants that I have read, and what's been presented to the court today, that Mr. Bartholomew does present his hopes of a threat and the flight risk to the community. As such, he will be held without bond. Thank you, Ms. Aki.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. These poor people. And don't forget how Cortney did this interview talking about the last time she saw her daughter, what happened, and how you have Richard Falor, who says the last time he saw his fiancé. All of that. Cortney, I don't believe she is an RSO, but Richard Falor is an RSO. There's so many. Their roommate was an RSO. Hear that?
Cortney Bartholomew.
Such as bitch. I swear to God, she is the devil. She is the devil. You are crying for yourself, you heartless bitch.
Person at the Wexford County Jail, please state your name for the record.
Cortney Bartholomew.
This is the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Cortney Marie Bartholomew, case number 254994FY. We're here for an arraignment. Ms. Bartholomew, did you have the opportunity to meet with somebody from the defender's office either yesterday or today?
I did.
I have a complaint that alleges that on or about November 3rd, 2025, in Antioch Township and/or Boone Township of Wexford County, it is alleged in count number 1 that you committed the offense of homicide, murder in the first degree, premeditated, upon Rebecca Park. That is a felony punishable by up to life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 2, it is alleged that you committed the offense of homicide, felony murder upon Rebecca Park. That is a felony punishable by up to life without parole and DNA to be taken upon arrest. In count number 3, it is alleged that you committed the offense of torture. That is a felony punishable by up to life or any term of years, and consecutive sentencing may be imposed if it happened in the place of confinement. In count number 4, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit torture with Bradley Bartholomew. That is a felony punishable by up to life.
How does one even begin to say this out loud and others join in to think that this is a good idea? You might have separated Rebecca and her unborn son physically, but they are in heaven together. I assure you that. And you, in my opinion, I don't want to say anyone's going to heaven or hell, but I can't imagine you being in the same place with them.
And or any term of years, and or $10,000. And again, consecutive sentencing may be imposed if it happened in the place of confinement. In count number 5, it is alleged that you committed the offense of assault, pregnant individual, intentionally causing miscarriage or stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life and or any term of years. In count number 6, it is alleged that you committed the offense of conspiracy to commit assault, pregnant individual,
No, they did
intentionally
not.
causing miscarriage, stillbirth. That is a felony punishable by life or any term of years. In count number 7, it is alleged that you committed the offense of unlawful imprisonment. That is a felony punishable by up to 15 years in prison and or a fine of $20,000. In count number 8, it is alleged that you committed the offense of dead bodies, removing them without medical examiner permission. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail.
I mean, the poor jury. I mean, I don't think it's going to be hard for the jury, but when this goes to trial and all these pictures come out, man alive, if this goes to trial and they don't take a plea deal. Thank you, 516, Kristen, for hitting that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it.
Or a fine of $500. Do you understand those charges and potential penalties?
Yes, sir.
On felony complaints, you have certain rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can and will be used against you. You also have the right to be represented by an attorney during any questioning that you consent to, and the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to be represented by an attorney, and if you could not afford one will be appointed to represent you at public expense, but you may be required to repay a portion of that expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Today, do you plan to hire an attorney, represent yourself, or request the appointment of an attorney?
Request.
The court will make a referral to the public defender's office for the appointment of an attorney who will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and will set the matter for a preliminary examination. That's a hearing that's held here in the district court within 21 days. At that hearing, the prosecution will be required to prove 2 things. 1, probable cause that these crimes had occurred, and 2, probable cause that you were the person who committed the offenses.
Yeah.
If the
And remember, she was given, Rebecca was given $2,000 when there was a death in the family. $2,000 bucks, right? I mean, these people don't have much money, but it's $2,000 only. It's, they're addicted to meth.
prosecution is not able to do that, the case would be dismissed. But if they are able to do that, you'd be ordered to stand trial in circuit court. Prior to the preliminary examination, will be a probable cause conference. That's where your attorney and the prosecutor will get together to see if there was a way to resolve the case short of going to trial. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have the right to have a bond set. Your bond is based upon the probability of you appearing at future court appointments, the seriousness of the offense charged, and the threat that you pose to the public. Counsel tracks the scores her at a risk level
Really?
2.
I did not know that. I did not know that, Park. The Frilly farmhouse. She gave Kimmy the $2,000 check and it was fake. So she probably already smoked it up.
Defendant's
And they didn't want to.
passed. I show in 15 the driving license suspended second, 18 driving license suspended, 19 allowing another person to operate in violation of the vehicle code,
Got it.
and 20 lying to a peace officer in a 1 to 4 year investigation. Actually, 2 convictions for that. In 05, a driving license suspended that was set aside.
Dirty bitch.
In 05, a financial transaction device fraud withdrawal 200 to 1,000 that was set aside. In 14, there was a driving license suspended set aside. In 18,
Supposed to give her the check that day.
set aside.
Yeah, it was a trap. Yeah, they trapped her. They trapped her. Is she in a wheelchair? I don't know. But I'm sure if she goes to general population, she will be.
Record not showing in the CCH. There's an 03 stray dog,
allegedly.
licensed dog, 04 unlawful plate, 05 attempt failed to report an accident, and 15 drive without a license. Drive with a license expired, and 17 allowing unlicensed driver to operate, 19 allowing unlicensed driver to operate, and 23 false report of a misdemeanor. Any comment regarding bond, Mr. Hartel?
Yes, Your Honor. We do realize these are very serious allegations.
Shut the fuck up, dude. She does. Hold on.
Report of a misdemeanor. Any comment regarding bond, Mr. Hartel?
Did I hear that wrong?
Yes, Your Honor. We do realize.
Okay. We do realize. Okay. I thought he said, Your Honor, do you realize? I thought that's what he said. Your Honor, do you realize these are very serious allegations? But he said, Your Honor, we do realize these are very serious allegations. Okay.
These are very serious allegations. And she does, as the court did note, have a prior criminal history. Nothing anywhere relatable to this. I would ask the court to factor that in when setting bond. I have had contact with her in the past. I did represent family members of hers. I won't go into too much detail about that. But what I will say is, without giving the address on record, I am familiar that she does have strong ties to that area. She does have friends and family support structure in the area. She also has a variety of disabilities that I won't go into too much detail just for respect of her. But she does have upcoming medical appointments, MRIs, CAT scans, things of that nature, just so the court is aware. I don't believe she's a flight risk, not only due to the fact of her ties to the community, but also due to her need to do those medical appointments.
You ain't getting it, sister.
I do believe that she would obey any non-monetary bond conditions the court placed on her if the court has concern for public safety, which we don't doubt would be appropriate in this scenario. No contact with alleged co-conspirators, house arrest, things of that nature. I do realize the court's not required to set a monetary bond, but I would ask the court to consider it, including factoring in her disability, her low income, and the fact that her prior criminal history doesn't have these type of allegations in it. Thank you.
Ms. Carey.
Thank you. Again, the people are going to request the court deny bond in this case pursuant to MCR 6.106B1, which allows the court to deny pretrial release to a defendant charged with murder. She is charged with murder. She's also charged with felony murder and 6 other counts, as the court read. I hate to repeat it.
Thank you for
but
sending
to
me
create
that.
a record in this case as well. I think no bond or being held without bond is appropriate. Again, this is a case of premeditated torture and murder. These 2 individuals created a plan, conducted research. Ms. Bartholomew brought Rebecca to their home. They forced her into another vehicle and took her into the woods where they stabbed her forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out and ultimately caused her death and the death of the baby. They then left Rebecca in the woods.
That is just unbelievable. I mean, just.
This is frankly evil personified, and I would
Evil personified.
ask the court
That's exactly what I said earlier.
to hold her without bond.
The court does find, based on what's been presented to it today, the probable cause affidavit by Brad and various search warrants that Brad, the defendant, is both a flight risk and a threat.
Has the probable cause affidavit been released yet? No, that affidavit they didn't.
Community, therefore she will be held without bond. I am going to order.
Your Honor, I have a question.
No.
Do you hear that? This bitch just interrupted the judge.
Based on what's been presented to it today, the probable cause affidavit by Brad and various search warrants that Brad, the defendant, is both a flight risk and a threat to the community. Therefore, she will be held without bond. I am going to order.
Your Honor, I have a question.
No. I'm also going to order that the defendant not have any contact with Bradley Bartholomew, and I'm going to sua sponte go back and have that requirement.
Your Honor, I have a doctor's appointment. You know what? Do you think Rebecca Park could get to a doctor? Do you think her baby could get to a doctor? She was 1 centimeter dilated. Oh, she has a doctor's appointment. Oh, nobody gives a damn, bitch. Oh, bless her heart. She wants everyone to think about her, doesn't she? Oh, bless her little heart. As you allegedly tricked your daughter, kidnapped her, drove her to a federal park, stabbed her, and then ripped her baby out of her womb, and we don't even know where the baby is, you vile witch. Oh. But the doctor, I've got an MRI. Here's a big FU to your MRI.
Counsel, anything for the record?
No, sir, thank you.
No, Your Honor.
Private
Thank you, Wexford.
Oh, fuck you.
I will hold off on calling the next cases to allow the.
Look at her. Look at her just waving her arms. Let's all give her the middle finger. She, like I've said, and people that I've spoken to that knows her or knows of her, says, in their opinion as well, that she is the ringleader. She is a selfish meth whore, in my opinion.
Bradley Bartholomew, and I'm going to sua sponte go back and have that requirement for his bond conditions as well. Counsel, anything for the record?
No, sir, thank you.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Wexford. I will hold off on calling the next cases to allow the courtroom to empty out. If they so choose.
It's going to be there a while. I tell you, that pisses me off. Like, for real pisses me off. Waving, you dirty twat, you. Someone just sent me this. Thank you for sending me this. Rebecca Parks voicemail talking about Courtney, her biological moms, and the check.
Apparently, she had an envelope, and I don't know what the fuck is going on, but she gave me the envelope.
This is Courtney talking, or Rebecca talking about Courtney.
And fucking my sister opened hers up. There's no check. Same goes for me. And we confronted Courtney about it hardcore, and she's like, well, that's because I knew it was all about the fucking money.
Hold on, it's really fast.
I still have the money in the check and shit. It's in cash or whatever, check or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, for one, it's not just about the money, and it's not about all money either for me. Yeah, the money would help out, but if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It's not a big deal.
If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Rebecca, girl, that's your money. You're pregnant.
It's one of those things. And I told her that. And she's like, okay, well, and then she's like, well, I also realized that it wasn't about the money.
Did I hear something wrong?
It was all about the fucking money. I still have the money in the check and shit. It's in cash or whatever, check or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, for one, it's not just about the money, and it's not about all money either for me. Yeah, the money would help out, but if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It's not a big deal. It's one of those things. And I told her that. And she's like, okay, well, and then she's like, well, I also realized that it wasn't about the money when I dropped stuff off at Richard's dad's house for you, which was after the dinner because I left it there, which was something for the baby. But yeah, and she wanted to take me out for shakes. Well, I told her, yeah, I'll go out for shakes, whatever. But yeah, and so that's how she figured out that it wasn't just all fucking just about money. Like I'm not trying to just make it all about money, and I really don't give a fuck. But I told her that. So today she's supposed to actually give me the actual shit, but we'll see how that goes, and which means money wise, and go out for shakes. So we'll see, dude.
And they were setting you up, and this is the thing: she didn't even care at the end of the day about the money, even though it was rightfully hers.
It's been a long day and a long night for me between Courtney and being tired as fuck. Yeah. And then when I lay down, it was so bad. Like I couldn't even lay down. Like I felt like I was trying to push, like involuntarily push with my stomach. And it was so bad, dude. And I couldn't stop moving around. Like I was antsy and everything. Yeah. I still kind of am, but not too bad as it was when I was in the vehicle. Well, shit, man. But I guess it went good and it went bad as well. So it depends on how the way you look at it and how people look at it, I guess. I'm looking at it as it went, yeah. So that's how I feel. Apparently, she had an envelope, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. But she gave me the envelope, and fucking my sister opened hers up. There's no check. Same goes for me. And
my sister opened the check, the envelope, no check, and the same goes for me. Is 1 centimeter a lot? Well, you start pushing it, yeah. So, so the story, Courtney. Oh, of course it was. It was all lies. Exactly. Just absolutely unreal. And good on that judge, by the way. I am so glad that judge told her where to shove it. She tried to interrupt the judge, which is just makes me so happy that he told her to shut the fuck up. Unbelievable. Pull this up.
The breaking news we're following right now. The mother and stepfather of Rebecca Park have both now been charged with murder. Cortney and Brad Bartholomew both face 8 counts, including first-degree murder, torture, and assault of a pregnant person. Prosecutors say the couple planned the attack, stabbing and killing both her and the child. The prosecutor called it, quote, evil personified. Both are being held without bond, and Rebecca's baby still has not been found.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, I hope that they find the baby, that they can be laid at peace together, because that's the very least that can be done, in my opinion. Just absolutely unbelievable. Brandy, thank you so much, honey. I'm so sorry I missed that earlier. I apologize, love. Thank you so much, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family, Brandy. So sorry about that, my love. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Appreciate you. No, the baby's not alive. The baby is not alive. Yeah, you can't just unalive a mother like that and then no. In fact, I believe that they, one second, I'll tell you. I think today that they, by the way, there's a candlelight vigil going on this Saturday at 4 p.m. At the 20 and a half road in Boone, Michigan. No, the baby's not alive. It's just not alive. It is. It is. Absolutely. It really is. Was there even really any money of it all? Well, I mean, not since she smoked it all. Okay. They need to take that off the group then if that's canceled. Because if you go to the group, let me just show you. Right here, they need to take it off the group. I'm going to tell someone. Upcoming events this Saturday at 4 p.m. Candlelight vigil in honor of Rebecca K. Park. So, yeah. It says Saturday at 4 p.m. Beautiful girl taken way, way too soon. For absolutely 2 lives taken. I just walked for a McRib 3 hours total. No car, so no mountain to drive through. You walked? Tangled cords? All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you very much. It is 1 a.m. and I will see you guys, Lord willing, tomorrow, which is today, later on this evening. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Justice for little Rebecca Park and her baby. Good night, everyone. God bless.